All right, welcome back to Round Rock, Texas. Final Four, Community Division, Texas Cavalry versus Boom Train. Neither team has lost this weekend. Brad Woznicki alongside Matthew Dwyer. Boom Train defeated Lone Star QC to get here, 110-100. Cavalry took care of the LA Gambits 170-70. And the Quaffle in control here early for Cavalry. Now remember, Cavalry, the two-time defending champs. There's going to be a lot of people rooting for the Northeast to have success here because of just no love for Texas.
I think you're thinking of the Midwest there.
We had NYU earlier. There was some Northeast earlier. So we'll see here. Is the Quaffle out to the far side. Now flipped all the way back. Bermudez with it.
Boom Train currently holding on to bludger control.
And Broom's down for the moment. All right, back to the action. Scoreless here early. Yeah, Texas Hill Country Heat taking on the Warriors in the other Final Four matchup. There are those that would love to see an All-Texas Community Final.
And there are so many who would not.
Now, if you can tell from my partner there, he's completely unbiased. He'd be okay with either.
Oh, no, I've just heard a lot of talk both ways. I just want to see some good Quidditch.
Absolutely. Cavalry being very strategic here. Working the Quaffle up top. Now a nice move to get around. Good look behind. And no good. Waved off immediately. But Cavalry still keeps control of the Quaffle. That's Casey Irwin.
Cavalry's slow, methodical movement, that's how they do it, and it gets them results. They have incredible athletic talent. They know exactly what they're going to do and when they're going to do it, and that's why they are two-time defending champion.
This is where you get to the point where it's tough to see either team lose, given just how good both have been this weekend. I mean, Boom Train, combination of the Milwaukee, Chicago area. Christina Packard, one of my broadcast partners this weekend, a member of that Boom Train team. And Cavalry, no good again. Wow. A little discrepancy there. We had one wave it off immediately, the other saying yes. We continue on here in Round Rock. We'll get confirmation here momentarily on whether that last goal counted for Cavalry.
Boom Train also trying to slow it down.
Nice juke move there, but unable to go anywhere with it with Irwin in front. Scoreless with almost 4 minutes gone by. Well, nice pass there. Nice catch on the run, too. Boom Train really spacing it out to the keeper up top. Bergman. Pardon me, that's Digman there. This pass knocked down and taken away. Bermudez. Bludger play. Cavalry forced to slow it up.
These are two incredibly high-powered beater pairs. On one side of the field for Cavalry, Augustine Monroe and Cole Travis, both Team USA players. On the other side of the field, Jeremy Hoffman and Matt Brown.
No shortage of recognizable names among these community teams. Almost 5 minutes in. Right into that trap there, trying to stay out of it.
Very patient, methodical play here from Cavalry. They're just waiting for that middle to open up.
And the pass is knocked down. Diving on top of the quaffle, Boom Train's got it.
You can see it in Diggin's face how much he wanted to just sprint down the field as fast as possible, but that is not part of the game plan here and will not work.
Ethan Digman. Irwin can take a few steps back, give a little cushion, now come in a little tighter. Just to keep Digman on his toes. Spotting up, good man-to-man defense here. Digman nowhere to go. Just as soon as you think you've got Cavalry spaced out, they start to pack it in. Digman pulls it out again.
He thought he had his opportunity there. He thought Matt Brown was able to penetrate, but the beaters are just too in position.
And it's turned over. Recovered there by Cullen Friday. Augustine Monroe. This Final Four matchup continues to remain scoreless. Wouldn't that be fun? A scoreless game all the way up until the snitch is loose.
I would be losing my mind. I would not be able to take that.
That's all right. You're up here in the booth. Approaching the 7-minute mark.
Friday finds his opening.
And there you have Cavalry striking first.
That'll be a full line change for Boom Train there. They've been doing it a lot this weekend. Patience here on the offensive side of the ball for Boom Train. It's Aaron Stout in a keeper now.
Boom Train just looking for any kind of an opening. It's just not there. Trying to force some pressure out high. Now back battling there. It's immediate retreat mode.
They force them to use the reset there, which means if they're able to get high pressure well enough, then they can force the turnover.
Cavalry bench applauding the effort of the players out there on the pitch right now. Monroe coming up top with the bludger. Long pass over. Right side looking for room. Behind the hoops, and Cavalry comes away with it. Aaron McBride got in there. And Josh Andrews has just come on for Cavalry. A little bit easier to see the numbers on the jerseys for Cavalry than it is for Boom Train, as Cavalry has doubled up their advantage.
Augustine Monroe in the opposing keeper zone, just absolutely dominating, clearing out all possible defenders for Cavalry to drive in. He was in serious control there. We talked a little bit earlier about how there are a few Team USA players. There are in fact 5 current Team USA players on Texas Cavalry. Besides Monroe and Travis, include Bermudez, Josh Andrews, and Casey Irwin.
Speaking of Irwin, she's pressuring out high right now against Aaron Stout. Stout. Long pass. Well out of bounds. It's turned over to Cavalry again. Almost 10 minutes in, and Boom Train yet to score. A lot of quick moves, splitting the defense, flipping it in.
That was Luis Sanchez on that one. A little pump fake there before flipping it into the medium hoop. Very well done.
Now this is where Boom Train's got to be careful. Every possession's going to count. Want to stay within snitch range. In Cavalry, this is looking all too familiar to the matchup against the Gambits, winning in dominant fashion, 170-70. Quaffle loose. Still loose, couple of bludgers in there. Finally picked up by Josh Andrews.
Looks like that was called a turnover,
Right.
White ball, just in some incidental contact. Gave the ball an unfair bounce, possession adjudicated. This really is a game of the beaters right now. It's all patience on the Quaffle side of the ball. It really is the chess match that is going on with the beaters. Pass to
Immediately
Cammy
beat.
Lang. Ouch.
I mean, nothing that Lang could do there. He's put in a tough spot immediately. It's a credit to the Cavalry defense, spinning away. For a shot, no. Wisely going to pull it out. Boom Train able to get a few bodies in front.
Matt Pesh on defense there looking, man, he looked like he was about to eat it. He was going to get a face full of turf. As the dew begins to settle, as the sun goes down, that field's going to get slicker and slicker.
Oh, a little stop there. Stopped on a dime. Put the brakes on. Sanchez.
That's why they've got him ball handling up top. He's got that quick feet.
Nice move, keeping possession to Quaffle, going right through the defense, a little fake. Ooh, contact up around the head, still able to score it. Cavalry earns that goal.
This situation looking a little familiar to many of the Boom Train players formerly playing for Lake Erie Elite, in which last year's tournament they faced Texas Cavalry not once but twice, losing both times, the second time in the bracket in the Elite Eight. Of course, Cavalry went on to win the bracket, becoming the champion. So this is a bit of a grudge match for some of them.
Looking for an opening, long pass. Avoiding the bludger. Using the Quaffle there for a moment. Pass behind the hoops. Looking for an opening. Lang taken down.
Steven
Andrews
Jones has the ball, no chance.
Andrews with that last tackle on Lang. And back comes Cavalry, going to slow it up. No need to force anything here. Continue to work the clock. You've got a 4-goal advantage. They've got the Quaffle in the hands of Casey Irwin. Irwin recognized she has an open teammate to her left. Finds Cullen Friday. Friday dancing around. Gets it right back. Friday. It's a little screen. Finds a teammate on the backside.
My goodness, Arian Gadassi just flying in.
I mean, that was well executed there. Gadassi just kind of sneaking behind on the left side. He knew he was on the same page.
And that's what this Cavalry team is. They are a well-oiled machine. They know their timing. They know their looks. It's like they all have a telepathic link. They just know.
50-0 right now. Digman just nowhere to go.
Cavalry really holding on to bludger control a lot here. It's making it very, very difficult for Boom Train to penetrate the defense.
And brooms are down. Penalty against Boom Train. Digman trying to plead his case.
And Tad Walters coming on the field. He needs to plead his case here. And that's a blue card penalty. That'll send Digman to the box.
That's not a man they can afford to have off the pitch right now. Weird. Less than 4 minutes away from snitch time, and Boom Train yet to score. We're going to have a timeout. We'll take it with them. 50-0. Cavalry on top. Back to the action here. 50-0 your score. Cavalry on top. They have just frustrated Boom Train, just like they have so many opponents in the past. Couple of bludgers loose. And Cavalry's going to gain bludger control now, if they weren't already in great position. Gadasi back to Irwin.
Lost his footing there a little bit. He was looking for that crossing route, but the timing was not correct.
Continue to work the clock if you're Cavalry. This is all right. Trying to clear space in front. The follow-up with the quaffle. Big hit right at the belt level. Stephen Jones came in there.
Meanwhile, on just the other side of that, Cole Travis, an amazing diving catch to keep that bludger. As Matt Brown and John Molina battle for bludger control there. Looks like Cavalry
back in.
Playing a bit of a zone defense here. Just keeping Boom Train to the perimeter, not allowing them to penetrate.
And they're able to switch up their defense. And Irwin in there knocks away the quaffle. Here's another chance. Cavalry full speed the other way. The spin and the finish, yes. Gadasi, wow. He was just not going to be denied. That was a truck.
He's a big man with a lot of speed. There wasn't any way he was stopping.
It's a man you'd like to have on your rugby team.
Irwin, one of the most physical defenders on this team. I have always been incredibly impressed with her tackling form and poise on the field. I almost never see her get tripped up. She is always right there, ready to go.
Digman for an opening. It's just not there. Less than 90 seconds. 130-70, the final. Texas Hill Country Heat coming out on top in their matchup, so they're into the championship.
And that snitch is now out on the field.
If things stay the way they are, we're looking at an all-Texas final in the Community Division Championship. No good for Boom Train. The snitch is on the pitch. Got the yellow shorts, rocking the purple jersey. Looks as though we're going to see Texas State versus Texas, the next match here on pitch 1.
That'll be exciting.
Friday has the quaffle. Waiting for the whistle. There we go.
Starting seeker for Cavalry, Josh Andrews, and starting seeker for Boom Train, Cami Lang. Boom Train obviously going to want to be very defensive here, have Lang box out Andrews if she can. Oh, great takeaway there. It's Stephen Jones, pass ahead.
Thrown away. Wow, intercepted there by Marty Bermudez.
Great heads up play by Bermudez. He tracked that one down. Jones is kicking himself after that one. That might have been their greatest shot.
And the Seekers are out there now. Andrews going to start to go to work, now being backed off. Snitch is trying to shield himself. Andrews trying to go over top there. Not a bad idea. That's the length. Now one-on-one. Going for it. Andrews. He can be physical, use that length.
Cavalry with bludger control. They're able to cover so much distance here with both bludgers.
Ooh, nice effort there with the right hand. Snitch being physical. We got a couple players down along the boundary. Irwin down along with Digman. It's going to go against Boom Train.
That yellow will send Digman to the box. Exactly what you don't want to have here. Travis and Monroe continuing to be dominant of giving Josh Andrews time with the snitch.
Andrews trying to get in there. Snitch doing a good job, just kind of pushing off, creating a little bit of space. Now losing his footing. A little help there from Cami Lang.
Nathan Ellard now in the game for Boom Train. First time we've seen him.
He's got a bludger right in front of Andrews. Andrews is going to have an opportunity here. If Boom Train's going to have a chance, they have to look to score, so they can't focus everything on protecting the snitch.
Ellard shot low, follow up by Christina Packard, also blocked.
Andrews is beat.
And Cullen Friday's shot was low as well as Boom Train is getting quite physical with him. He is all over the place. He's taking on the whole team himself.
And a goal is scored. One more for Cavalry, and now out there, it's as though it's Freddie Solinas. As the seeker now for Cavalry, he's being dragged down to the turf, trying to go up and under. Coming off his broom.
Throughout the entirety of this, Cavalry has maintained bludger control. Travis and Monroe both camped on their hoops for that quick tag in should they get beat. Makes it incredibly difficult, adding a natural barrier on the field for Brown or Hoffman to get that bludger away from them.
And Monroe, a little acting there, just had a little bit of fun.
Vivig's pass way too inside. I think he was hoping to feed it into Pash, who was in a good scoring position, but unfortunately there were two Cavalry players in the way.
Oh, and a stitch grab. Oh, this one may be taken back. An effort there by Freddie Solinas. Cavalry working on the shutout. Snitch catch here. They get the century mark, and they're in the championship against Texas Hill Country Heat.
As the referees discussed, sending Cavalry to the finals.
No snitch catch.
No good.
Wow.
If it were to send Cavalry to the finals, it would be the 6th time that Augustine Monroe would be in the finals. The most winningest man in Quidditch. 3 times with University of Texas, twice with Cavalry.
Sounds like Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Yeah, 1 MLQ championship and, oh, you know, a couple golds with Team USA.
And Cavalry has just put another goal on the board, I believe.
Feed into Aaron McBride was good. Just kind of hucked that one in there. And Cavalry sitting in a really comfortable position.
I mean, comfortable, I think it's an understatement. 80-0. We're 20 minutes gone by.
It's rare that we see this low of a score from one team in the semifinals.
It's rare that you see a goose egg on the board. And again kept off the board. Loved the effort there to try and go up and get that one, but
Reed Marchman pretty much posterized Matt Pesch there, unable to bring it down.
Salinas still out there as the seeker.
Sanchez feed to McBride. She whips it backwards and almost gets it to Casey Irwin.
He's trying to shield Salinas away. Here's Cammie Lang. And the beat there on Salinas. Oh, able to avoid it. No, they're not quite enough there as Salinas does not have to retreat. Oh, nice block.
That was going in. That was 100% going in if it had not been blocked.
Now coming in, the beat there. This is going to allow Salinas to go to work one-on-one.
Great effort
And he
there
caught
by
the snitch in the
Boomtrain.
face. Unintentional there.
On the other side of the field, Michael Mrowick for Boomtrain sprinting in, trying to catch Cole Travis unawares as he left a bludger alone. But Travis, like a spider sense, turned around and tracked him down.
I'm going to give the snitch a moment, gather himself along the sideline. That looks to be good. I think just went for the mouth guard.
When you're getting up close and physical like that, hands are flying, elbows are flying, shoulders are flying. Sometimes you can get caught unawares and unfortunately get bodied by the seeker. And sometimes it hits you in the face.
Just incidental contact to the face. So Salinas going to go over the sideline. Andrews is going to come back out as the seeker.
If Salinas is speed, Andrews is power.
Andrews has a chance here with the beat on Lang. Andrews going forward with the left hand. Reach around chance. Lang right back in there. Andrews trying to be strategic here with his move. Going to push off with that right hand, takes down the snitch.
Whoa. That was a mean left hook.
That's one you're going to feel tomorrow.
A rare errant pass for Cavalry will lead to a turnover to Boomtrain.
Snitch, I think, just enjoying this time to gather himself for a moment.
Digman's corner shot just high. Marassa couldn't come down with it either, and that'll be Cavalry ball.
Shutout continues.
Cole Travis now off the field, and Mandy Marston taking his place.
Andrews, here's a chance. Definitely a size mismatch, but the Snitch is so good with his hands and quickness of the feet.
Marston's holding their own against Walters, who isn't a small guy.
Using Lang as a shield.
Little tip pass there. Gets the quaffle to Ellert for Boom Train.
Andrews has one-on-one against the Snitch.
Oh my goodness, Cullen Friday out of nowhere. The block to deny Boom Train even just a single goal.
Wow. Just a relentless defensive effort from Cavalry.
That has to be so mentally defeating. It was a very good look. Boom Train had a receiver open well down the field. Few Cavalry players were back, and Cullen Friday just out of absolutely nowhere.
Looks as though the official's trying to get things reset here.
Looks like there was a bludger adjudication, and it comes back to Mandy Marsden.
Andrews still out there as a seeker for Cavalry. Little beat there from Monroe will help Andrews' situation. Goes over top. Ooh, thought he might have had it there for a moment.
That Snitch is tough. Andrews is tossing around a bit like a rag doll. The Snitch pushes on him. And
ooh.
huh.
Nice move there by the Snitch to remove the broom.
Great tackle, but not before the pass gets away. Bounce pass, oh my goodness.
We got a player down for Boom Train.
Looks like it got hurt on that tackle there.
Got the score in favor of Cavalry, but you just see both teams just laying everything out that they've had. They've given everything just to get to this point. I mean, both earning a bye into the quarterfinals. Neither team has lost this weekend.
These certainly are two very powerful programs, and Boom Train just in its first year, although many of these players have played together many times before on other teams, both in USQ and MLQ.
I mean, Pesch, Digman, Ellert, all big reasons why Boom Train has gotten here. Feebig.
A little bit of a sloppy scrum, and finally Boom Train comes up with that one, and everyone will rush back into their positions.
Almost to the 27-minute mark. Boom Train yet to score.
Will Josh Andrews take a sub? Looks like he will. And that's Kenny Chilton now in for Cavalry at seeker.
Now in part, if you're Texas Hill Country Heat, you're kind of enjoying this, just watching Cavalry continue to have to work to try and close this one out. Digman is taken down.
That was a huge hit by Bermudez there. I believe that was Feebig that was on the receiving end of the hit. He is certainly not happy about that one.
And coming on is Jeff Sywick. Sywick looking for a broom.
Lang has been out there the entire time for Boom Train playing defensive seeker, really working on her boxing out skills there. This is definitely something that's been practiced.
Out there as the seeker now is Kenny Chilton for Cavalry.
And he loses his broom. That snitch has a nice trick like that. It's a neat trick. Bit of a cluster there.
Chilton kind of getting tripped up. Tangled up there with the feet of Lang.
Cullen Friday tossed around like a rag doll and still able to get that ball through the hoop as we have another Boom Train player down in the ensuing collision.
And we're going to take a quick injury timeout. defend their title, looking for the three-peat.
Unbelievable. This team is elite from the top down. This was clinical.
120-0 the final. Congratulations to Boom Train on a great run. They're going to finish U.S. Quidditch Cup 12 with a record of 6-1. Just came up on the short end against a very talented Texas Cavalry team. So the final is set for the community championship. Still things to be decided in the college division. Stay with us here on the U.S. Quidditch live stream.